Ever since players got the opportunity to play Marvel Tokon over EVO Weekend, there's been a lot of discussion that has been sparked in the FGC. Most of this is due to many creators providing their first impressions on the game, which for the most part, everyone had a lot of good things to say. Everyone seems super satisfied with what they played and are looking forward to the beta in the next upcoming weeks. But there are a few critiques that players do have about the game that's become major discussions on social media. One of them being the game not truly feeling like a tag fighter, or to quote people directly, it feeling more like a 1v1 game with assists. After hearing this, I want to talk more about this topic to help us get a better idea on why players are feeling this way, instead of automatically doom posting and pushing criticism away when it meets something that I like or I'm excited for. It's a lot more productive to welcome criticism in order for things to improve, and Marvel Tokon is definitely in a stage of development where feedback is crucial. So without further ado, let's tackle the big topic about Marvel Tokon not truly feeling like a tag fighter. We're hearing a lot of first impressions for Marvel Tokon. A lot of players share the sentiment that the game currently feels like a 1v1 fighter with assists instead of a tag game. This is a sentiment that has caused fans to become a bit worried about Tokon because we've been advertising a game that is looking to push the genre forward with a new 4v4 system, so it's kind of disappointing to hear that the game is potentially failing at even capturing the essence of what a tag fighter truly is. Now, the reason a lot of these creators have this shared sentiment is due to the game not encouraging players to tag out their character at a base level. It's currently just pushing you to call assists for basic strategies like covering your point character in neutral, extending combos, creating block string pressure, etc. Using your assist rewards all these things like they should, but when thinking about the tag system for the game, there doesn't seem to be many incentives to doing so besides for style points. I think a lot of players feel this way because of how Tokon's tag and assist system overall works. You see, when starting a match for Marvel Tokon, players are prompted at the character select screen to pick 4 characters to play 4 different positions on their team. This includes leader, shooter, vertical, and assault. Leader is a designated point character that starts every match at round start. Shooter is the assist position that specializes in using projectiles. Vertical is the assist position that provides interior coverage, and assault is the assist position that utilizes unique abilities from each character. These positions make up the general team composition in Tokon, and at first glance it may seem confusing, but it's pretty similar to how previous tag games let you pick your assists. The difference here is that the position you have is determined on your slot position, and whenever a character slot changes throughout the match, their assist changes as well. For example, let's say your team consists of Captain America as leader, Dr. Doom as shooter, Storm as vertical, and Star-Lord as assault. If you switch in Dr. Doom to be your leader mid-match, Captain America will then become your shooter assist. If you then switch Doom with Star-Lord, Doom will become your assault assist and Star-Lord will become your leader. Seems like a lot, doesn't it? This is essentially a tag system that wants to promote the idea of teams being ever changing throughout the match, but because utilizing the system drastically changes how your team functions so much, it made players during their first playtime feel like they didn't want to tag in other characters. Most of them just kept their leader the same throughout the match and just had other assists back them up. This doesn't surprise me at all because it's a completely new system that's foreign to all of us right now, so the normal cues we will look for to incentivize tagging just isn't there, and not tagging at all makes the game a lot easier to learn for the first time. This is felt even more with the unique unlocking aspect with the assist system as well. When starting every match, players will only have 1 assist available. This is because throughout the match, players will progressively unlock their other assists when meeting certain conditions like triggering stage transitions with blowback attacks, throws, and super, triggering wall splats in the corner, and losing a round. This is something that's never been heard before with any tag game, and has actually been met with some pretty mixed emotions, mostly due to this system continuously pushing that 1v1 feel that everyone was first saying. So knowing this and how the assist system works overall, it's really not shocking to me that a lot of people's first impressions lead towards the game truly not feeling like a tag fighter. If I'm going to be honest, from what I've been hearing, a lot of how the game works supports this idea, making the game feel very 1v1 oriented at a base level, but I think this might be done by design. Like if we look at previous tag games, a lot of them promote tagging by allowing life to be recoverable off screen, offering DHC as a safe option to switch over into other characters, making active tag feel strong as an offensive and defensive option, etc. Having things like this make tagging worthwhile, and funny enough, these technically exist within Marvel Tokon. They just have stipulations tied to them, making tag overall not feel as strong. For instance, there's only one health bar in this game, so they made Grey Life a lot more situational and possible to recover without tagging. This directly nerfs tagging the most because one of the primary reasons you tag in these games is to keep your team alive, but this concept doesn't exist in Marvel Tokon at all since there's only one health bar. Active tagging exists in this game though, but the window to tag between characters is currently really small and is only plausible in combos. They also made it not as oppressive in comparison to other tag fighters, making it feel kinda weak overall. Now, to some, this is potentially a positive since a lot of players kind of dislike that active tag has been heavily present recently, but in my opinion, if you're going to make a mechanic exist in the game in the first place, what's the point in purposely making it weak overall? To me, you might as well just remove it. You pair all of this with the fact that your assist continuously changes whenever you tag characters in and out, and you end up with a game that makes you feel like they don't want you to tag as much. It's very weird and honestly surprising, especially since we know Arch's previous tag games are Dragon Ball FighterZ and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. But again, I think this is by design, as I believe that they want the game to be easy to grasp at a base level. When they presented Marvel Tokon for the first time, it felt like they really wanted to emphasize that new players don't have to play 4 characters to enjoy the game. This is because new players find it really daunting to learn multiple characters at once, so the idea behind Tokon's current system is to not make that a requirement. Understanding this makes you realize that the 1v1 impression makes a lot of sense at the base level. They don't want players to feel like they need to tag. They just want them to feel like they can have fun with their favorite Marvel characters without having them to commit to such a huge learning curve. This makes a lot of sense as it addresses the issues that a lot of newer players have had with tag fighters for years, but I know from the perspective of a fan of the genre, this probably sounds terrible to a lot of you and a little bit to even me. This is because in these type of games, we look forward to tagging throughout all of our characters. We love the idea of learning how to synergize kits together, and so we welcome the huge learning curve that comes with it. This is what makes this genre special and a lot of fun to all of us. So hearing something like that makes Tokon sound disappointing just a little bit, but I do think there's a middle ground that they're trying to hit to both satisfy new and veteran players at the same time. One of the ways they're doing this is through character kits. The recurring compliment I've seen around Marvel Tokon is how unique every character feels. This was pretty surprising to players since every character's move list looks almost identical to one another, and if we again look back at their previous tag work, one of the main complaints about those games were how homogenized characters felt early on. Well, with Tokon, it seems like they made sure to provide characters with very unique kits and in order to promote players to tag at a higher level. For instance, let's say Captain America has amazing rushdown that allows him to easily get in and land hits but has a weak knockdown game. Or what if you have Storm on your team and she has great knockdown setups? Now you have a game plan where you can have Captain America lead to get the hit for your team, and then at some point in your combo you can call in Storm Assist to active tag into her to get the knockdown then set up Oki. The same idea can be said for character matchups as well. Let's say Storm sucks against Dr. Doom, but Star-Lord and Iron Man smokes him. Well, at some point in the match, it'll be pretty favorable for you to tag in one of those characters to get Storm off the screen to put yourself in a more favorable position. These two things alone make tagging worthwhile and will overall open up the game once players get more comfortable with the system and characters. Another aspect of the expanding game is when players learn how to master their team's rotating positions. Like I mentioned before, this idea of the system allows a team to be ever-changing, giving players the opportunities to adapt to almost any situation in the game. This is where I believe most of the depth will lie within Tokon and provide an ever-growing rich experience that no other tag game will be able to provide. But this is something that's going to be hard to master because one team alone offers so many combinations for players to have at their disposal in a single match. That's exciting as well as kind of scary, but like how a lot of creators mentioned before, this doesn't open the door up to tagging for players at the base level. These incentives are more geared towards intermediate and advanced players, which is fine, but adjustments potentially still need to be made to help beginners transition to a higher level. It's honestly hard to say right now completely though. We are extremely early into Tokon's life and none of us truly know how to play the game yet. So while feedback from these first impressions are valuable, I think changes to the game should be saved after the beta. That way we'll have much more time with the game, we'll be able to grasp how all these systems works a lot better, and then we'll be able to provide much more constructive feedback on things that need to be adjusted. Overall though, the goal is just to make a great feeling tag game, as I believe tagging is the beauty of this genre and it's what makes it super fun. And I believe if we can properly show new players how fun it is, they'll enjoy it too. So yes, the impressions around Marvel Tokon feeling like a 1v1 game makes sense. Everything about the game on layer 1 so far points towards it being centered around a 1v1 style with assists in order for the game to feel welcoming for newcomers of the genre, but it doesn't mean that the tag system can't open up down the line. There's a lot of unique systems currently in Tokon that's seemingly waiting for us to explore them, so while I understand players are worried this might not truly feel like a tag game right now, I highly doubt it'll feel that way once all of us get our hands on it and explore it even more. Shoot, I expect this opinion to start changing after we get our hands on the beta and once we explore everything over the course of the beta weekend. So definitely get ready for everybody to switch up real soon. All in all, Marvel Tokon is looking like a very exciting game and I can't wait to play it for myself, hopefully very soon. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling about Marvel Tokon at the moment and if you think this 1v1 feeling is truly an issue or if it's just temporary. I have some more Tokon discussion videos in the work, so definitely stay tuned. I appreciate you guys and all your love and support, and always remember to believe in you that believes in yourself. I'll see you guys in the next one.